Hey guys, I realized in my previous two videos on EDC there were a couple of things that I didn't mention, and one of them is probably so obvious that you're thinking, well, duh, and the other maybe not so much. One, obviously, water is important to have on you. I usually keep, I think this is called an iron flask. Got this on Amazon. It's got a bunch of dents in it. It has been dropped. It has been kicked. But it has survived. I'm surprised that the lid by now hasn't gotten a crack in it or anything, but this thing's held up for a couple of years at least. Holds 40 ounces of water. It'll keep it hot. It'll keep it cold. So this is rarely far from my side. It's especially good in the vehicle. I find that if I don't have water handy, it's very easy for me to get at least a little bit dehydrated. I don't mean like having to go to the hospital and get an IV dehydrated, but less than optimally hydrated, I guess is the best way to put it. Depending on your physical output and the temperature and humidity, you can lose water pretty fast. And I think it's worse in dry environments like during the winter. And it's especially easy to kind of forget that you need to drink water when it's like that. So good idea to have some water with you at all times, not just in your go bag, but just some for you to consume on a regular basis. Two, OC, commonly called pepper spray. I've used it professionally and I found that it works. Some of my colleagues don't like it, and I get it, everybody has their own opinion, but if you're forced to defend yourself, there is a very wide spectrum of responses that you may need to be able to engage in. A lot of times being able to talk effectively with people can mitigate a lot of issues. Sometimes that won't work. There are people who are not inclined to go along with your program. Now, obviously, many of you watching this carry guns, but a gun is not a one-size-fits-all solution. In fact, a gun is rarely the answer. Now, I'm sure everybody knows when it is the answer, there's typically nothing else that works. Much like a parachute, if you need it and don't have it, you'll never probably need it again. But for all the problems that aren't gun problems, maybe they're moving yourself somewhere else problems, maybe they are physical problems, maybe I need to be able to use hard or soft combatives with my hands and feet, maybe I need to be able to standing grapple or grapple on the ground. One of those tools that I find kind of fits the gap between going hands-on or anything harder is OC, having some pepper spray in your pocket. And I like these POM dispensers because they're small and they're very innocuous. I don't need a riot can of spray, although those are always fun, but they're not really convenient to carry with you. This, for a 5 to 10 foot distance between me and somebody who's thinking about maybe wanting to engage in a physical altercation, this can thwart that or at least slow it down. If nothing else, if you get some response, like an eye poke type response, like and then they come back again, not bad. Now, if it does reduce them to melted on the ground and crying, that's cool. I don't count on that though. I usually count on having some effect, and if it has more, that's cool. If it has less, then I'm prepared for it. Even if you deploy it, you need to move and get someplace else, and summon help is needed if you've deployed it. There's a lot of things I like about pepper spray. Now, it has some drawbacks. It is sometimes a non-surgical answer, so you can get some on you, you can get some in your face. That's one of the reasons why I like Stream. It's less likely to get blown back at you. But it's a useful tool, and it's useful to a pretty broad swath of humanity. People who are physically capable, people who maybe aren't as physically capable. I think it's a good idea to have with you. I think it's a good idea to practice with it and to understand what's going on with it. So those are some additions to the whole EDC support system. That on your person, that nearby. In my next video, I'll actually talk about a go bag, what I like to have in my trunk or at my office desk in case things really do get even more entertaining. But I hope that's helpful. I'm going to end this here. The next couple of videos I think are going to be pretty long, and so I don't want to beat you to death with a lot of my talking. As always, guys, if you would be so kind as to hit that thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, please do so. Share with your friends. I'd love to hit 100 subscribers. It would be pretty awesome. And I don't know what I have to do to make that happen. Maybe some bribery is in order, or maybe some shout outs on video like some people do with their Patreons. I don't know. Give me some suggestions, guys. I'm curious. Anyway, that's it for now. Stay safe, guys. Take care. I hope this was helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.